Well, good morning everybody. Most likely you'll be seeing this video in the evening if I don't get to upload before I go to school. But anyway, so Venus in the second house. What happens when Venus comes into your second house? Well, what is second house? Second house represents family. Second house represents finance, meaning savings, okay? It represents assets, all kinds of assets. Represents your intake of food. What kind of quality of food will you have in your life, okay? It also represents your vocal talent, your speaking ability, because second house represents the throat, okay? And second house represents family business. What happens when Venus comes into the house? Well, think of it like this. Think of a princess sitting in front of the mirror, looking at herself, because second house represents the face too. And you know what Venus represents, which I already told you, okay, in the last two videos. So here the princess is looking at her face, brushing her hair, and appreciating what God has given to her. So that means that Venus in the second house, first of all, they're concerned about the face. They're concerned about the look. Okay, these are the people who, in their mid-30s and 40s will go to a plastic surgeon to keep looking beautiful. Okay. Here, Venus is that princess who loves to collect jewelry. These people love to collect jewelry and gemstones because it's an asset. It's a luxury item. Okay? It's a want, not a need. And Venus is mostly about want. Venus wants this. Venus wants that. Venus wants the best clothes. So second house also represents clothes. So these people, especially women, you know who you are. Don't mess with me. I know you guys better than you know yourself. You have a freaking a tunnel-sized closet with all sorts of stuff in there that you probably wear once and then you throw it away. Okay? Because these people are very obsessed about collecting assets, finances. Okay, because it represents money. Money brings luxury. So Venus is very adamant about saving the money and then yet spending it at the same time. Venus here saves it but also spends it. Okay, and here, since Venus represents that art and poetry in a person, these people are very good vocal singers. They love singing. When they speak very pleasantly and elegantly. Because Venus represents elegant things. It represents pleasant things, so pleasant voice, okay? Unless there's a conjunction with another planet, that's when, things can change and mold. These are the people, especially those women that you take on a first date and they just want you to take them to those fine dine restaurants where they have the 1964 wine and like Kobe steak. And probably, it's near the beach. They love a fine dining. Venus in the second house loves fine dining. They're not one of those people who go to Taco Bell and eat, okay? Unless, of course, Venus is debilitated. That's when Venus becomes more realistic about things in life. Now here, Venus can do several things. Obviously, Venus loves singing in this house. Public speaking, elegant speaking. Okay, it can represent even a sales job where you can do a lot of talking and speaking. Here, Venus energy can make somebody a cosmetologist, meaning that loving the beauty aspects of the business, the beauty business, the cosmetic business, perfume business. Okay, here Venus can make a person a jewelry salesman or a jewelry business owner. Because Venus loves collecting jewelry, diamonds, rubies, emerald, blue sapphires, okay? Venus here Venus loves tradition. It loves culture and tradition. Why? Compared to most other planets, because Venus loves colorful artistic things. And culture represents beauty and festivals and all sorts of, good times, especially food. So here Venus becomes traditional, where Venus can actually take on a family business. Now it may not necessarily be related to Venus, but Venus will take on that duty because they're very family oriented type of people. They love a unit of family and friends. Okay, here Venus can make a person financier, especially if Jupiter, Mercury are together with Venus. Okay, if Saturn is with Venus or aspects Venus, can go into finance and artistic talent or artistic line of business, because Saturn aspect on Venus always makes a person creative, especially in the 3rd, 5th, and 11th house. But Venus, loves being in the 2nd, 4th, 5th, and 11th house more than any other house. Why? Because these are the houses that represents luxury and fun and just enjoying life. Okay, so these houses does very well. Other houses will get to that, but here Venus really becomes a very materialistic. However, if Venus is with Moon, it'll really make a person very materialistic, like one of those princes, daddy's princes or daddy's prince. Okay, it can become that. Rahu can amplify that energy of Venus, of wanting everything, only dating guys with money. So these kind of people will date somebody after they look at their ATM receipts. So guys, this was my analysis on Venus in the 2nd house. If you're new to my channel, subscribe above, because hey, I could be doing your Venus next and your other planets. And if you want to know more about astrology and see where your Venus is placed, so you can check in upcoming episodes, check out the link below and check out my book, The Astrology at the Speed of Light. And once you get the book, I will send you a link to look at your own chart and your own details, where your every planet is, so you can come and watch some of my previous episodes or future episodes. But make sure you follow the directions on my website. Okay, the link is below. Otherwise, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.